Alright guys, welcome back to another deck profile video. Today in this video we're going to be taking a look at a Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer, Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer deck profile. Now I've been testing out this deck a lot, and I do think this is one of the more fun decks that I like to run. It's definitely good. It is very good, and I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I would love to actually build this deck in real life. But unfortunately, some of the cards in here are quite expensive, so I do recommend only playing this on whatever online site you use. But if you are a diehard Yu-Gi-Oh fan, you can definitely build this deck, and it's going to be pretty good. So we'll just start with our main deck, and first you're gonna run 3 copies of Vision Hero Vion. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can send 1 hero monster from the deck to the graveyard. You can only use this effect once per turn. Once per turn, you can banish 1 hero monster from your graveyard and add 1 polymerization from your deck to hand. So that's a pretty good card. Good for combos for the other cards that have when sent to graveyard effects. And it can also get you a free polymerization. And next up we have 3 copies of Vision Hero Ferris. You can discard 1 other hero monster, special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can place 1 Vision Hero monster from your deck except Vision Hero Ferris in your spell or trap zone as a face-up continuous trap. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the exit deck for the rest of this turn except hero monsters. You can only use this effect once per turn. So this is specifically used for tributing a card from your hand and just special summoning it and then using its effect to get Vision Hero Increase into your spell trap zone, because this card is pretty good. So if you take battle or effect damage while this card is in your graveyard, you can place this card from your graveyard into your spell or trap zone as a face-up continuous trap. During the main phase, if this card is treated as a continuous trap, you can tribute 1 hero monster, special summon this card to the monster zone. If this card is special summoned from the spell and trap zone, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower Vision Hero monster from your deck. You can only use this effect once per turn. So it's a pretty good free summon. Then you're going to run 2 copies of Elemental Hero Stratos. When this card is normal or special summon, activate one of these effects. Destroy spells and traps on the field up to the number of hero monsters you control except for Stratos. Or you can add 1 hero monster from the deck to your hand. More often than not, you'll be using that second effect. Then we're going to run 2 copies of Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. If this card is special summoned, you can add 1 change quick play spell from your deck to your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, add 1 hero monster from the deck to your hand, except Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. You can only use this effect once per turn. So it's pretty good for getting a mask change, and then if it dies or you send it to the graveyard, you get another hero. Then we're going to have 1 Elemental Hero Honest Neo. Now this is going to be a quick effect card. We're not going to be wanting to summon this card. And the reason is you can discard this card from your hand and then target 1 hero monster you control. It gains 2500 attack until the end of the turn. That's another quick effect. You can discard 1 hero monster. This card gains attack equal to the monsters discarded. But since we're not going to be playing this card very much, we're not going to be using that second quick effect. It's mainly going to be used as for the first quick effect of giving your hero monster 2500 attack for the turn. And it's definitely useful because you can search this card pretty easily. Then we're going to have a Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier. When this card is normal summon, you can target 1 level 4 or lower hero monster in your graveyard, except Liquid Soldier, and special summon it. If this card is used as a fusion material or hero monster and sent to the graveyard or banished, you can draw 2 cards, then discard 1 card. You can only use this effect once per turn. So, not the best card, but we have it in here anyways, just because. And of course, we're going to be running 2 copies of Destiny Hero Malicious. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon 1 Destiny Hero Malicious from your deck. Pretty good card it's a pretty good floater, and it got a good combo with Destiny Hero Denier. And there's a reason this thing is limited to 2. It's a pretty good card. And it goes in combos with Destiny Hero Denier. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can take 1 of your Destiny Hero monsters from your deck, graveyard, or that is banished and place it on the top of your deck. You can only use the effect of Destiny Hero Denier once per turn. If you have a Destiny Hero monster on your field or in your graveyard other than Destiny Hero Denier, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. You can only use this effect once per turn. So pretty much what this is for is you get basically an infinite combo with Denier and Malicious. You have Malicious. You can get it sent to the graveyard to special note, or you can banish it from your graveyard to special summon another one, and then you can use Denier to unbanish it and put it on the top of your deck, and then you're at 2, and they basically could just help resummon each other constantly. So it's a pretty good floating combo. Then we're going to have a Destiny Hero Plasma for obvious reasons. Can't be normal summon or set, must be spell summoned from your hand by attributing 3 monsters. Negate the effects of face-up monsters while your opponent controls them. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls, equip that target to this card. It gains attack equal to half the original attack of the monster equipped by this effect. So we're not going to be using this too often. I mainly just use it as a tribute for like Mask Change or something. But it can come in clutch or even Fusion Destiny. And speaking of, we're going to run 3 copies of Fusion Destiny. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck that lists Destiny Hero monster as material, using monsters from your hand or deck as fusion materials, but destroy it during the end phase of the next turn. Also, for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters except Dark Hero monsters. You can only activate one Fusion Destiny once per turn. Then we're going to have 3 Mask Change. Target 1 hero you control, send it to the graveyard. Also after that, if it left the field by this effect, special summon 1 Masked Hero monster from your extra deck with the same attribute that the sent monster had when it was on the field. And then we're going to have 1 copy of Miracle Fusion. Fusion summon 1 Elemental Hero Fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion materials listed on it from your field or GY. Then we're going to have 1 Polymerization because Vision Hero Vine searched this card, so we're only going to run 1. And obviously everyone knows what this card does. Then we're going to run a Reinforcement of the Army, a broken card, add 1 level 4 or lower warrior monster from the deck to your hand. Pretty much almost any card, any monster card in this deck. It's a very good card. Same with A Hero Lives. If you control no face-up monsters, pay half your life points. Special summon a level 4 or lower elemental hero from your deck. Again, it's just a free summon. Foolish Burial. Send 1 monster from your deck to the graveyard. This is going to be used on your Destiny Hero Malicious, so you can special summon the other one from the deck immediately and then use Denier to get them back. It's a quicker way to get that combo going. We're going to run a Called by the Grave. Target 1 monster in your opponent's GY. Banish it, and if you do, until the end of the next turn, its effects are negated, as well as the activated effects and effects of the field monsters with the same original name. So, it's a free banish, basically. And it's a quick play. And then, of course, we're going to be running 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Springs because hand traps, and 3 Effect Veilers because hand traps. We're going to run 3 Infinite Impermanence because it's just a generally good trap card for decks now. And we're going to be running 3 Forbidden Droplets. This is also a pretty good card. Send any number of other cards from your hand and or field to the graveyard. Choose that many effect monsters your opponent controls, and until the end of this turn, their attack is halved. Also, their effects are negated. In response to this card's activation, your opponent cannot activate cards or the effects of cards with the same original type as the card sent to the GY to activate this card. You can only activate 1 of this card per turn. So that's going to be the main deck, and now we're going to move on to how the side deck functions, and this is where things start to get pretty interesting. So we're going to have 5 Link monsters here, 4 different ones. We're going to have a Extra Hero Dread Decimator, 2 plus hero monsters. If this card also any hero monster appointed to gain 100 attack for each hero in the graveyard with different names. If this card attacks at offensive position, monster inflict piercing battle damage. Generally good card. Then we're going to have the Extra Hero Wonder Driver, 2 hero monsters. If a hero monster is normal or special summoned to your zone this card points to, target 1 Polymerization spell card, 1 Fusion spell card, or 1 Change quick play spell card in your graveyard. Set that target. You only use this effect of Extra Hero Wonder Driver once per turn. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, or if this card in your possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 hero monster from your hand. So it's a pretty good card. Then we're going to have 2 Extra Hero Cross Crusaders, 2 warrior monsters. If this card is link summoned, you can target 1 Destiny Hero monster from your graveyard, special summon it. You contribute 1 Destiny Hero monster, add 1 hero monster with a different name from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. You also cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate this card's effect, except hero monsters. And then, of course, we're going to run a Predaplant Vert Anaconda. I'm not going to explain what this card does because this is like run so often now. I'm sure most people know what this does. And then onto our fusions, we're going to have 2 Masked Hero Darklaw. Must be special summoned by Mask Change. Any card sent to your opponent's graveyard is banished instead. Once per turn, if your opponent adds a card from their deck to their hand, except during the draw phase or the damage step, you can banish 1 random card from your opponent's hand. So it's a good card for banishing stuff. Then we're going to have a Masked Hero Acid. Must be special summoned with Mask Change, of course. When this card is special summoned, destroy as many spells and traps your opponent controls as possible, and if you do, all monsters they control lose 300 attack. Basic card, generally good. Masked Hero Blast must be special summoned with Mask Change. If this card is special summoned, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack becomes half of its current attack. Once per turn, the quick effect, you can pay 500 life points, target 1 spell or trap your opponent controls, and return it to the hand. Then we're going to have a Elemental Hero Absolute Zero. 1 hero monster plus 1 water monster must be fusion summoned. Gains 500 attack for each water monster on the field, except Elemental Hero Absolute Zero. If this card leaves the field, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. Then we're going to have a Elemental Hero Escuradio, or Elemental Hero Escurado, however you say it. 1 elemental hero and 1 dark monster. Must be fusion summoned, gains 100 attack for each elemental hero in your graveyard. Overall good card, has a base of 25, so it can get pretty high. Elemental Hero Sunrise, 2 hero monsters with different attributes. Must be fusion summoned, monsters you control gain 200 attack for each attribute you control. You can only use each of the following effects of Elemental Hero Sunrise once per turn. If this card is special summoned, add 1 Miracle Fusion from your deck to your hand. When an attack is declared involving another hero monster you control, you can target 1 card in the field and destroy it. And then we're going to have a Destiny Hero Dystopia. 2 Destiny Hero monsters. If this card is special summoned, you can target 1 level 4 or lower Destiny Hero in your graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that target's attack. If this card's attack is different from its original attack, except during the damage step, you can use this quick effect. You can target 1 card in the field, destroy it, and if you do, this card's attack becomes equal to half the card's original attack. You can only use this effect of Destiny Hero Dystopia once per turn. Then we're going to have a copy of Destiny Hero Dangerous. 1 Destiny Hero monster plus 1 Dark Effect monster. Quick effect, you can discard 1 card, send 1 Destiny Hero monster from your hand, deck, or deck to the graveyard, and if you do, Destiny Hero monsters you control gain 200 attack for each Destiny Hero monster in your graveyard until the end of the turn. You can only use this effect once per turn. And then for our main boy, Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. 1 level 6 or higher hero monster plus 1 Destiny Hero monster. Monsters your opponent controls lose 200 attack for each hero monster card in your graveyard. Not different names, just each hero in the graveyard. You can only use each of the following effects of Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer once per turn. Quick effect. You can destroy 1 card from both. You can destroy both 1 card you control and 1 card on the field. If this card was destroyed by battle or card effect, you can activate this effect. Special summon 1 Destiny Hero monster from your graveyard during the standby phase of the next turn. So what this means is that he can activate his first quick effect, where you can destroy one of your cards and then destroy one of their cards. He can destroy himself and then destroy one of the opponent's cards, and then what he can do is he can re-summon himself because he's a Destiny hero, so he can summon himself back on the next standby phase, and it makes it so that all your opponents lose 200 attack for every hero in your graveyard. So it is a pretty good card. It's hard to die. If it's destroyed by battle, you can summon it next standby phase. If it's destroyed by card effect, summon it next standby phase. You really just have to get to be able to banish this card for it to be good. So that's the main overview. Now I'm going to move into some practice hands. Alright, so I'm just going to do a couple practice hands and show you what all this deck can do. If you want to do practice hands on Nexus, I always recommend going up against making a custom AI and just set it to Moki Moki. It's a really bad deck where they'll pretty much just play a single monster and then not do anything. And always go paper. Moki Moki bots always go rock, so go paper. See, and you can choose to go first or second. We're gonna go first just for the purpose of this video. All right, so right off the bat, I can tell that we've got a pretty good hand here. So, what we're gonna do is we're going to special summon Vision Hero Ferris by sending Destiny Hero Malicious to the graveyard. And then we're going to activate his effect to put Vision Hero Increase into the spell trap zone. We're going to activate Destiny Hero Malicious to special summon another one from the deck. Then we're going to summon Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. We're going to activate Vision Hero Increase effect to destroy Elemental Hero Shadow Mist to summon him. And then we are going to activate the effect of Vision Hero Increase. And then we're also going to chain Elemental Hero Shadow Mist so we can get a hero from the deck to our hand. And I say we'll go ahead and get Destiny Hero Denier. And then that resolves, so now we have to resolve Increase's effect, and we'll get Vision Hero Vion to the field. And then when he's special summoned, you can activate his effect and send one hero from the deck to the graveyard. Send a hero from the deck to the graveyard. And we'll just send another elemental hero, Shadow Mist. Then we'll activate Vion's effect to banish an elemental hero, Shadow Mist, so we can get a polymerization. We're going to activate a polymerization, get Destiny Hero and tribute our Malicious and our Denier to fusion summon him. Then we can activate Denier's effect to bring him back. Then we can activate his effect so we can put a Destiny Hero Malicious on the top of our deck. And then we can play Miracle Fusion and get Elemental Hero Escurridao, or whatever it is. And we can use Vision Hero Increase and Elemental Hero Shadow Mist to summon him. Then we can use Fusion Destiny, and we'll get Destiny Hero Dangerous. We'll use a Vion and Malicious, special summon him. And then we can go ahead and link summon with these two, play him, activate his effect. We'll get Malicious. Then we'll activate his effect again, send Malicious to the graveyard. And we'll get Neos. We can activate Neos' effect, put it on Phoenix Destroyer, and boom. So obviously you wouldn't want to do Honest Neos on that turn because that only lasts for one turn. But you would want to hold on to that for your next turn. But we got all this on our first turn. We have a Vision Hero Vion out. We have Destiny Hero Dangerous. We have a Vision Hero Ferris. We have Phoenix Enforcer, and we have Extra Hero Cross Crusader. And then this chain right here, I'm going to quickly show you. This is for Phoenix Enforcer, so you can hit activate. You can target Phoenix Enforcer, and then you can target any of the cards you want. But in this in a situation like this, you're supposed to. It's made so that you're supposed to target himself, and then you can destroy another card in the field. so I'm going to destroy their Ojama Yellow. They both go to the graveyard, and when you get then you want to activate this effect, and it won't do anything yet. But now that we're in the draw phase or the standby phase, I can use that effect, and it's going to resolve, and I can special summon a fusion monster. So I'm going to summon back him, and then I can activate Extra Hero Cross, send him to the graveyard. We'll get Stratos. We can normal summon Stratos, activate his effect, add a monster from the deck to the hand. We can add we'll add Destiny Hero Plasma. We'll special summon Plasma by tributing these 3 monsters. And then we can set a trap card, and boom. So yeah, that's pretty much like some basic combos for how this deck's gonna run. It's nothing super crazy, but well, I mean, it's kind of crazy. It's nothing simple. It's definitely going to take a little bit of time to get used to. But I've definitely had fun with it, and I hope that you've got satisfaction from this video that you can build this deck yourself and have fun with it. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to showcase in this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It greatly helps out the channel much more than you think it does, especially since we're trying to grow this a lot more, because this is a passion project between me and a few friends, and it would mean more than the world for you to just drop a like, subscribe even, and share it with anyone that might be interested. Because it really does go a long way when we all help each other out. I can make content for you guys, and you guys can help me grow so I can make more content for you guys, and we can just keep this little passion project going. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. See ya.